What's up, YouTube? Yeah. So, today I want to film a story time that happened to me, and it was very tragic and very awful. Like, awful. So, this story time is about the time that my phone fell out the bus window. Yes, it fell out of a bus window, not like a school bus, a PVTA bus window. When I first started working at Old Navy, I didn't have my license, and I, didn't have a car, obviously. That's what, like, the legal way to do it. Some people do it. Anyway, and, I had to take the bus home and, like, to work and stuff like that. And I was, like, leaving work. And every time I rode the bus, I always put my headphones and listen to music or whatever the case was. In this case, I was on the phone with my friend as I was leaving work. And the whole time I'm sitting there waiting for the bus, something's like, get your headphones. Get your headphones. Get your headphones. Put your headphones in. Why you talking on the phone like that? Because I'm not oh, excuse me. I am not a person that actually likes to sit and talk on the phone. Like, it's either you're on speaker or my headphones are in. Like, everybody knows that. Like, when I'm on the phone with you, you better care about be careful what you say, because 99% of the time you're going to be on speaker. I just don't give a damn. Like, that's just the way it is. So I was talking to her like this, and then I get on the bus, and because at first, like, I was trying to do some, like, sneaky stuff, but whatever, because it worked several times before. But this lady, she caught me. So I get on the bus and try to flash my school ID, and then she's like, oh no, that doesn't start till Monday. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, whatever. So I went to go pull up my dollar. And she was like, no, it's fine. Just go ahead, go on the bus. And I was like, okay. So I'm walking back down. I'm like, oh, what a bitch. Like, I was just like, being mean. Like, I'm like, what a bitch. And my friend's like, what'd she say to you? Da, 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 da. Like, she's ready to, like, go into. It was so funny. And I started trying to tell her. And I noticed, I'm like, oh, the bus windows, it's like cracked, like legitly this much. Legitly, I swear to God, like it was cracked like that much. And she's like, yeah, whatever, fuck her, da 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 da. So then I had my phone like this, and I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It was it was literally me sitting there like this, and then all of us, like, because the phone was like this. So then I'm like, what the I was just like, because legitimately I heard it drop, like, bang at something, and then, like, it was gone. Like, it was gone. So I'm like, I'm like, stop the bus! And we had just left, like, because, I don't know if, like, if the PBTA bus is, like, the same everywhere you go, but when they get to, like, they have, like, every bus has a destination, like a place, and it drives there, but once it gets there, it waits like 15 minutes, and then it'll take the route back or whatever the case is, and go back to the terminal, and then, like, wait there for like 15 minutes. So the mall where I work, it was the final destination, so I was waiting there for like 15 minutes, and I was like on the phone. And then as it pulls off, which we were still in the parking lot, and I'm like, stop the bus! My phone just fell out the window! But I'm like in amazement, because I'm like, my phone just fell out the window. Like, so I hop off the bus, I'm circling the bus, and like the 7 other passengers are on the bus at the time, got off the bus too, and they were helping me look. And I'm just like, and mind you, it's dark outside, so I'm like, yo, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? So we get back on the bus. The bus driver is like, are you sure you want to pull off? And I'm like, yeah, I think my phone's in the seat. I was like, the window isn't open enough for my phone to have fallen out. Like, it has to be, like, it must have fell in the seat. So then, like, this guy comes over, and he's, like, looking under the seat and putting his finger under there, and he's like, yeah, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, so they're, like, trying to break the seat down. The lady's like, well, if you guys break the seat, it's a $500 seat, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, like, we're halfway through the bus ride, and, like, more people had gotten the bus, and they were trying to help me. So they're, like, trying to break, like, these 4 guys are trying to, like, break the seat down. And that's when she said that, and they're like, oh, you, like, she said, like, she told me, she's like, oh, I have to just call the bus terminal people in the morning so they can, like, basically take this bus and take the seat apart. And I'm just like, oh, so you're trying to tell me I have to go X amount of time without my phone? Like, no. So at this point, I'm sitting there and I'm just mad. I'm calling T-Mobile Insurance, and I'm like, yo, like, so what we about to do? Like, and because at first I was like, yo, I got the money, I'll come do it. Can we do, like, the insurance policy, like, in store? Like, like, I want my new phone now. And they're like, well, for one, you don't have the phone, so it means you have to wait. You know, they give you like the 10 days where your phone hasn't where it can't be used, and then they'll send, like, you have to pay the money, then they'll send you another one. So they're helping me with that, and I'm like about to start crying. Like, I was just like, no, I cannot go X amount of time without my phone. Not even the case of like being a phone junkie. Like, I mean, I'm that kind of a person too. But I'm like, yo, like, I take the bus. Like, it's nighttime. I'm taking the bus home. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm taking the bus home, and then from the bus, I still have to walk home. So it's like, no, like, I can't do that. So basically, we get to the terminal, and she's like, oh, write your name down, write your information down. What kind of phone is it? What does it look like? And then I'll give you a call. And so I basically rode the bus to the bus terminal for that, and then she dropped me back off at my regular stop I would have stopped at, and I walked home crying. So I get there, and I'm like, Mom, I lost my phone. Mind you, my mom wasn't even home. I had to blow her up. Like, yo, kudos to Google. Like, for real. Like, I searching up and down trying to find all these kind of apps to like contact my mom. I couldn't even contact her. That I had no phone. So I'm sitting there. And I go on Google, and they had, like, through their email, you can, like, call people. So I'm blowing her. My mom don't answer weird phone calls. And, like, the Google number, it's a weird number. Like, it's not, like, an area code and, like, 6 digits. It's, like, a long, like, it's weird. And so I called her, like, 4 times. She finally answers, and she's like, who is this? And I'm like, oh, Mom, I lost my phone. It's on the bus. And like, panicking. And she was like, oh, so that's why I got that weird message. And I'm like, huh? Weird message? And she was like, yeah, I got a message from a lady talking about she found your phone. And I was like, when? And she's like, yeah, I got it like a half hour ago. And I was like, so she basically comes home, and then I'm like, what does it say? So she reads it, like, her phone reads it to me. And I'm like, yo, she found my phone at the mall. Like, still, it really fell out the bus window. And she was like, it looks like somebody ran it over. I was like, what? And she was like it kept going. I'm like, what? And she was like, oh, if you meet me at this spot where I dropped you off, you can get it tonight. But that was a half hour ago. So I'm like, fuck, like, I'm not gonna be able to get my phone. Like, that bus stopped running at like 10 o'clock, and she dropped me off at like 9. So like, her coming back up and then coming back was like her last route. So I'm like, but something I'm like, yo, maybe she's still there. So my mom takes me, and we sit at the bus terminal. We sat at the bus terminal for a complete hour. Like, my mom was falling asleep. My mom said, every bus that came up, it was the same guy, like, driving the bus. And he was like, yeah, after 10 o'clock, I'm the only bus that run, or after 9 o'clock, I'm the only bus that runs till 10. And I'm just like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, you don't miss her. You're going to have to go to the bus terminal, like, office and pick up your phone tomorrow. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, mind you, all this happened on a Thursday, which also plays into the story. So I'm just like, yo, what does my phone look like? Is it usable? Like, in the message, she said it wasn't usable. So I'm just like, but my whole point was, I'm like, no, I need that phone to get a new one ASAP. Like, that's what it was. Like, I'm just like, I need that phone to get it ASAP. So then the next day, I meet up with my friend who lived like sort of halfway down the street from the bus terminal office. So we basically take the bus, walk the rest of the way, whatever, and pick up my phone. I look at it. The phone is shattered. Like, it is shattered. Like, the tempered glass was like peeled off. Like, the screen itself was kind of like peeling off. Like, it was just like weird. The phone, like, the back was so dented and cracked. And I was like, yeah, somebody definitely ran this over. Like, somebody definitely. I'm like, if I got the bus, it would have shattered the screen. But the fact that it was so dented on the back, and like the screen was like rolling up like from like the top, and I was just like, yeah, somebody ran this phone over. So then we go up to the mall. So I was going to T-Mobile, and I'm like, yo, can I exchange this in store? And they're just like, no, if you're gonna do it in store, it's like you're basically buying the phone again. And I'm like, oh, no. So, like, you're going to have to call T-Mobile insurance and then blah, 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 deal with like, them. And, so I called them, and they're basically, like, asking me all the stupid questions, like, did you turn it on? Like, mind you, the weird thing is, too, the phone still came on, but you could, like, the screen didn't work, but the phone still came on. Like, when I pressed the power button, it, like, vibrated. So I'm like, oh, shit. You know, like, with iPhones, like, when the power comes on, like the little apple, it vibrates. So I was like, oh, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. And like when it came on, like it was making noise, like I was getting notifications. So I'm just like, oh, but like the screen was like off, like basically. But yeah, so she asked all those stupid questions like, can you use it, blah, 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 what's wrong with it, is there any water damage? I'm like, no, it fell out of a bus window and got ran over. Like, you can just imagine what this phone looks like. Like, she was just like, the lady's laughing, and I'm like, yo, I'm dead serious, it fell out of a bus window. And basically, so then she was like, oh, we're gonna send you a packet, and then like when we send you the packet, we'll send you the new phone. But since it's Friday, usually it would take one day, and she was like, but since it's Friday, you gotta wait till Monday. She's like, you probably won't get your phone in the package till Tuesday. And I was just like, huh? Tuesday? Like, Tuesday? Like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Tuesday? 5 days? Like, so she's like, yeah, Tuesday. And I'm like, why Tuesday? I'm like, it can't be sent today? Like, why not? And she's like, even if we sent it today, you weren't gonna get it today. You would have got it Tuesday. Like, I'm trying to explain to you. So I'm just like, okay. So basically, I was phoneless the whole weekend, and actually, I think it came in on Monday. I think it did, but most part of me is like, no, it came in on Tuesday. And I know I was stocking that mailbox. So yeah, when I finally got it, it was like the new phone, and they gave me like a packet to send it back, and the old one back, and yeah, that was it. So yeah, that was the story of the time that my phone fell out of a bus window and got ran over. I wish I had pictures, but I didn't have a phone to take any pictures. It really sucked. I had the phone for like, I got it in November, and then this happened in January, so I had the phone for like 2.5 months, and that happened. Like, oh. But yeah, so I'm out YouTube. Peace.